In the second video, we will explore the lighting possibilities available in Maxwell Render. Open the provided scene. In the Lights Manager, you can control the sun orientation of your Microstation scene. Enable the solar contribution to adjust the sun orientation on the Solar Position tab. Enable the ambient contribution to add sky lighting to the sun. Type Maxwell settings in the command line to open the Maxwell Render panel. Maxwell allows several environment types. The simpler one is a sky dome, a constant dome with plain color. It can work with or without sun. Name the file and export your scene to be rendered with Maxwell Render. The sky dome provides a nice and smooth illumination with soft shadows. To control the dome color, you can transfer your ambient color to the Maxwell Sky Dome color chips. In addition, Maxwell allows you to have different custom colors for zenith and horizon, and produce a smooth gradient between them. Using one single color for both zenith and horizon, you will get a constant colored soft illumination. Instead, you can use different color for zenith and horizon, allowing further lighting combinations. Explore the many creative possibilities that this lighting mode provides you. The next lighting mode we are going to explore is Image-Based Lighting, IBL. Choose HDRI in the Maxwell Active Sky Type drop-down. Select the high dynamic range image you want to use to light your scene. You can use images in HDRI or MXI format. You can use different images for backgrounds, reflections, refractions, and illumination, or the same image for all the channels. High dynamic range images can store all the lighting information from the place they were taken, and you can use that to light your scene. Image-based lighting is great when you need to mimic real-life illumination. Let's talk about emitters. Disable any active sky. Your scene would now be rendered black because there is no illumination. The scene contains 3 emitters that may be hidden now. Go to Display panel to activate them. Disable the sun and ambient checkboxes to get only the light's contribution. Although emitters in Maxwell are emitting materials applied to actual geometry, it can also work with the native Microstation area lights. Enable them and adjust their color and intensity. On the Maxwell Settings panel, adjust the camera settings for more common values in indoor photography. The scene is now lit by the emitters. As a real photography, the bigger the emitter, the softer its shadow, and the smaller the emitter area, the sharper its shadow will be. Now we're going to explore a very interesting feature in Maxwell, multilight. On the Render 1 tab, you can enable the multilight feature in intensity mode or in color mode. Enable the intensity multilight mode and render the scene. Then, multilight is enabled. Maxwell Render stores the lighting information from each emitter separately. Apart from the usual ISO and shutter sliders, you will now also see an independent slider to control the intensity of each emitter separately. This way, you can control the contribution of each emitter while rendering or after the render has stopped. By saving your previous render, it is not necessary to relaunch it every time you adjust the lights. You can even animate the emitter's intensity, allowing you to produce an animated video from just one single render. Use the S button at the base on each slider to set the emitter to solo mode, and use the M button to mute that emitter. With multilight, you have full control over the lighting on your result image. Use the refresh button to display the changes in the big window. Now we're going to render another camera. This scene comes with several different cameras. On the Camera tab, select the Camera 1 for a close-up shot. To get a bigger depth of field on this close-up, increase the f-stop value. Keep in mind that higher values mean smaller diaphragms and thus bigger depth of field in the image. Compensate the exposure by increasing the ISO value like you would do with a real camera and hit render. Play with the ISO, shutter, and light sliders to produce the exact mood you need. In addition to the intensity multilight mode, the color mode allows you to adjust both the intensity color of each emitter separately. Once you are okay with the result, you can save your image to any image file format you choose. Thank you for watching this video.